Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierras and the all-new, all-electric Sierra EV. Drive home a full-size GMC Sierra with over $14,250 off. Or go electric with up to $10,000 in savings on Sierra EV.
Buy today and you won't pay till May.
People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile!
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
A strong workout needs a strong recovery. And with your Planet Fitness Black Card, you get access to 6 new amenities only at PF, like the Red Light Sauna and Polar Dry Plunge, both designed to reduce muscle soreness and relieve tension. Reset, rebound, and recover your muscles so you can do it all again tomorrow.
You gotta try this.
Join Planet Fitness today and get your first month free for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, no commitment. Deal ends March 13th.
New Black Card Spa amenities. Even stronger value.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for your driveway. Drive home today a full-size powerhouse Chevy Silverado with up to $13,000 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third-row seating, and enjoy up to $6,500 off.
Buy today and you won't pay till May.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from all of us here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome to Live and Local. It's just the way it should be. Right here where the Valley plays. I'm Ricky Rogers. I'll be doing play-by-play today for this baseball game, and I'm so glad you've joined us. We've got a great one for you today. Region 2A-1, Hardaway Hawks on the road taking on the Jordan Red Jackets here on the grounds of beautiful Jordan High School. Again, so glad you joined us today. I want to thank our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola, Houston Clinic, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. And as always, our first inning is presented to you by Carroll Purdue State Farm. If you have any insurance needs, give Carol and her team a call. See if they can help you out. Again, great game on deck for today. We've got a Jordan team that's coming in 4-6. The record's not really indicative of how well they've played. They've played a tough schedule. They've had some close games. Hardaway coming in at 4-5 on the season, and they are looking to move up to in region play, where they sit currently at 1-1. The Red Jackets are getting ready to take the field now. And we are going to run over just a few keys to the game for the Red Jackets. There you see it, a quick glance. 4-6 overall, 2-0 in Region AA-1. They've got region wins over Kendrick and Spencer. Non-region wins over Chapel Hill, a doubleheader that they split 1-1, and Upson Lee. Bradley Smith, Mr. Consistency, 58 games in his career, batting .355 with 59 hits and 59 runs scored over the course of his career. Glenn Edmondson, a leader on this team. He pitches, he plays shortstop, really anywhere they need to put him. This year, he's got a 4.80 ERA, 400 average, 12 hits, and 14 runs scored. And Big Game Brody, the right fielder, 1 home run on the season, leading the team currently with RBIs at 16. The next guy's not even close. Next guy on the list is Bradley Smith with 8. So Brody has doubled Bradley Smith up for team lead. And Catlin's slugging percentage sitting high at .667. Again, this team comes in today. They're batting .297 as a team. Huge, huge game for them if they want to get a leg up in Region 2A-1. Hardaway comes in led by head coach Eric Anthony in his 8th season as head coach. Took over for Chris Gilstrap back in 2019. He is 74-85-1 as a head coach. He is pitching today Jeremy Williams, and we are about to actually get the game started just a few minutes early, about 8 minutes early, and they're going to lead off with none other than Jacoby Duhart. Jacoby Duhart with astronomical numbers on the base pass. It's 23 stolen bases already this quick into the season, and you cannot do that if you are Jordan. You just put him on base, and he is dangerous. We'll see what Coach Anthony's plan is to do with Jacoby on base. I know that during the media days earlier this season with Georgia Alabama Sports Live, he came in and he straight up said, this is our identity. We are going to steal bases. If we get on base, we will steal bases. And Duhart's already got a lead out there at first. And Jordan's pitcher turns around and tries to get him back to first base. Pitcher today, Bradley Smith, as we discussed earlier in the opening. Duhart, there he goes. Throw down a second, wide off second base into center field. It's going to be clear. It's going to be fielded cleanly there, and Duhart will be standing at second base already with a stolen base on today. That is number 24 for him on this season. 0-0 count for Keyshawn Neal, the shortstop for Hardaway. Squaring the bunt. Smith is going to step off to collect his thoughts. Gives Neal a reason to step out and look down at Coach Anthony to get signs and instructions. Duhart with a big lead off of second. Beautiful bunt laid down to third base. Duhart's going to move up to third. And Neal is going to bunt safely. And he stands at first base. That's going to bring Ryan Rodriguez to the plate for Hardaway. He's the first baseman wearing number 1 today. Hardaway in their black uniforms with Vegas gold sleeves and trim. Neal takes off for second. Catcher Deeks throws back to the pitcher. Pitcher checks Duhart at third and decides to hold on to it. Rodriguez coming into today's game, batting .300 for Hardaway, which is good for 5th on the team. The pitch down low. Count now 2 balls, no strikes, no outs right now for the Red Jackets. Rodriguez stands in with a runner at second and third. A swing and a miss. Looked like a fastball up there for him, Bradley Smith. Smith comes in, as said earlier, with a 4.8 ERA. He's got 25 strikeouts on the year, over 11.2 innings pitched for the Red Jackets. Smith in his windup, rocks, fires, bunt popped up to first base. First baseman's going to take it. He's going to concede that run. And Hardaway gets out to an early 1-0 lead over the Red Jackets. Rodriguez moved his runner up to third base as well. So, again, Hardaway with runners in scoring position. This team will run on you. They will get runs. Some may say the cheap way, stealing bases, bunts, but that's small ball, folks. Coach Eric Anthony is a master at coaching small ball. Pitch from Smith in, good for a strike off the outside edge of the plate. Batter is Gabriel Ruiz, third baseman. He actually leads Hardaway in batting average with a .444. Bradley Smith gets a huge strikeout of Ruiz to put 2 out on the board for the Red Jackets. Coming to the plate now for Hardaway, right fielder number 13, Tyrus Black. Black with 4 RBI on the season. He stands in with the runner on third. Smith deals a strike. Oh, 0-1 count now on Black. Black, the Hawks' right fielder. Just a little bit outside. And Duhart comes into home, hits the catcher's mitt, knocks the ball out. Hardaway getting out to a 2-0 lead over Jordan on the sneak play from third base. Coach David Lane, in his third season at Jordan, is going to take a walk out to the mound to go over some stuff with Bradley Smith, the Red Jackets pitcher. And Coach Lane wraps up his conference on the mound with Smith. Got to think he went out to just let Smith know, hey, you cannot make mental errors like that. If these guys are on base, you've got to be on your toes because they will exploit every mistake that you make. 1-1 count on the batter, Tyrus Black. Sorry, 2-1 count now on Black. Swing and a miss. Evens it up at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom or the top half of the first inning. And a swing and a miss. The Red Jackets get out, but not before the Hawks strike first. Plating 2 to take a 2-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning over the Jordan Red Jackets. We're going to take a quick break while Hardaway comes out and prepares to play some defense. Y'all keep it right here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
A strong workout means a strong recovery. And with your Planet Fitness Black Card, you get access to 6 new amenities only at PF, like the Red Light Sauna and Polar Dry Plunge, both designed to reduce muscle soreness and relieve tension. Reset, rebound, and recover your muscles so you can do it all again tomorrow.
You gotta try this.
Join Planet Fitness today and get your first month free for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, no commitment. Deal ends March 13th.
New Black Card Spa amenities. Even stronger value.
Welcome back into the campus of Jordan Vocational High School, College and Career Academy, home of the Red Jackets. And Hardaway is now out. Their pitcher is taking his warm-up pitches. They are throwing Jeremy Williams today on the mound. And there is a Kevin Williams that is catching. I'm not sure if they are related. That's something I will have to find out. Nonetheless, the Williams and Williams battery will be trying to keep the Red Jackets on their heels. Batting first for the Red Jackets, going to be the senior, the leader we discussed earlier, number 7, Glenn Edmondson, playing shortstop today. Edmondson has had a good season thus far. He's had a great career with Jordan, but right now he's batting .400. Team batting average of .297. Edmondson batting .400 through 10 games. Edmondson also with 4 RBIs, 12 hits on the season. He's got 3 stolen bases. So a leader for this team. Breaking ball in for strike number 1 on Edmondson. Williams deals outside. Catcher tried to steal one there. Edmondson looks on. Williams gets a sign. Starts his windup and delivers. Ball way inside. Edmondson ahead in the count. 2-1 right now. Here in the bottom half of the first inning. The Red Jackets' home inning. Williams rock fires. Fouled off by Edmondson to even the count at 2-2. If you're Jordan right now, you want runners on base for the heart of your lineup coming up, Brody Catlin, Bradley Smith. And Edmondson drills it down the first base line, fielded by Rodriguez, touches the bag, and that quick one out down for the Red Jackets. It's going to introduce to the plate freshman second baseman number 11, Gary Wayne Morris. This young man was a player that Coach David Lane and Coach Philip Clark were excited about coming in. It's not every day that a freshman can work its way onto varsity in his freshman year and get a starting position. Not only that, but Morris is batting .312 through 10 games. 3 RBI on the season, 7 total hits. And he has called on, like a lot of the staff, to pitch, to do a little bit of everything. First one fouled off for strike one. Watch a breaking ball go right past him for strike number 2. Williams deals. Breaking ball. Shot foul down the third base line. And we're going to do it again. 0-2 count on Gary Wayne Morris, Jackets' second baseman. Coach David Lane down in the third base coach's box for the Red Jackets. Coach Philip Clark in the first base coach's box. Ball way outside and in the dirt. See if Gary Wayne Morris can claw his way back into this at bat. Down right now in the count 1-2. And there is one down here for the Red Jackets. And that ball hits Morris. He is going to take his place down at first base. And the Red Jackets are in business. That's going to bring Brody Catlin to the plate, the right fielder. As I said earlier, Brody's already got a home run this season. Second on the team with a .433 average. He's got 8 RBI on the season. Rock solid bat for the Red Jackets. Gary Wayne Morris with a lead at first. Catlin steps out. Williams back on the rubber, getting his sign from Williams. Rocks fires. Comes in just low. Coach Eric Anthony out to speak with the home plate umpire. I'm not sure what this is about. So there's a 0-0 count now. I'm guessing that may be what Anthony was asking for. They are putting Catlin on. And there you'll see, if you look down there in the jacket, retrieving the gear from the player, that is Jordan Principal, Ryan Hudson out, playing bat boy today. Shout out to Mr. Hudson for doing whatever it takes here at Jordan. Brody Catlin intentionally walked. That's going to bring up Bradley Smith, the pitcher you saw in the top half of the first inning for the Red Jackets. Smith leading the team in batting average with a .533 average, 8 RBI on the season, 16 hits total. Red Jackets in business with runners at first and second. And a big bat at the plate in Bradley Smith. Only one down. Let's see what Coach Lane is going to draw up for the Red Jackets here. Ball came inside. And base umpire says he did not go on that one. If you'll excuse the wavy picture, Jordan has a mesh net here, and we've got a little bit of wind today. A pitch delivered for a strike to Smith. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 down here as The catcher, Williams, goes out to speak to the pitcher, Williams. Catcher is Kevin Williams. Pitching today for Hardaway is Jeremy Williams. And Kevin's going to make his way back behind the plate in his squat, and Williams gets his sign with a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss from Bradley Smith to even the count at 2-2. If you missed the early part of the game, the Hawks got out to a 2-0 lead. Hit batsman Jacoby Duhart, the most dangerous man in this area on the base paths, got on due to being hit by a pitch, promptly stole second, moved over to third, and then took home when the pitcher wasn't paying attention. That is a walk for Williams, and that is going to move everybody up to load the bases for Chase Scott, the Red Jackets' third baseman, number 20. He's going to come to the plate with an agenda here. You've got bases juiced, only one down. You got to think a little bloop to the outfield could tie this game right back up. Rodriguez fields that ground ball. Chases the runner back to first. I think Coach Anthony's going to come out now to protest that call not being made. I think he was looking for an out call there. Rodriguez dove to try to get Bradley Smith, trying to catch him sleeping off of first base. And Coach Anthony is going to go out to have that conversation with field umpire. So, regardless, 2 down for the Red Jackets. Threatening here with bases loaded, and senior Jared Carter, their center fielder, coming to the plate. The plate umpire is now going to come in and confer with the field umpire to discuss that play at first. And they are going to call him out. So the Red Jackets come up empty with bases loaded on just a quick mental mistake by Bradley Smith at first base. While the Jackets take the field to get ready for the top half of the second, we are going to take a quick break. You guys keep it right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back into Georgia Alabama Sports Live for the Hardaway versus Jordan baseball game here. A little Tuesday afternoon baseball here on Tuesday, March the 3rd. And Hardaway getting ready to start the top half of the second inning. They're going to send left fielder Cannon Smith to the plate to face Red Jackets pitcher Bradley Smith. Smith with a 4.8 ERA and 25 Ks on the year so far through 10 games. Deals that first pitch in for a ball. Two-0 count now on Cannon Smith. And Smith deals that one in for a strike right down the middle of the plate. 2-1 count now for the left fielder from Hardaway. Pops that one up and back behind us out of play onto Howard Avenue. He'll collect his bat, get back in the box to face a 2-2 count now on Red Jackets pitcher Bradley Smith. Red Jackets defensively. Pitch first and swing and a miss for strike three. Quick out for the Red Jackets. Defensively, the Red Jackets starting over at third base. Chase Scott playing shortstop. Glenn Edmondson at second base. Gary Wayne Morris playing first base is Jason Lee. Guillermo Romo working behind the plate. Breaking ball in for a strike. In the outfield, Red Jackets have Brody Catlin in right, Jared Carter playing center, and Carson Limelin playing left field. Breaking ball in for strike number 2. This is on the catcher, Kevin Williams. Smith delivers a strike. Williams hammers that foul down the first baseline. We'll do the 0-2 count again on the Hardaway catcher. Lots of activity here at Jordan Day. It looks like there's a soccer game down on the lower field. Baseball game. Stands are filled slightly. And Smith gets the strikeout on Hardaway's catcher, Williams. Good for out number 2 here in the top half of the second inning. Now we'll see the pitcher, Jeremy Williams, come to the plate. Appears as though there may be a ball on the field. Brody Catlin out to grab that, and we're getting set now with Jeremy Williams in the box for the Hawks, facing Red Jackets pitcher Bradley Smith. First pitch in for a strike right down the middle. Smith going after and challenging his Hardaway counterpart with a first pitch fastball right down the middle of the plate. Another fastball checked fouled back over the Red Jackets dugout. Smith in an 0-2 count now, in an 0-2 hole here in his first at bat on the day. Check swing and strike 3. Bradley Smith makes quick work of the Hawks in the top half of the second. And we are going to take just a moment to take a quick break, let you hear from some of our sponsors. Make sure you guys are supporting our sponsors. Let them know you saw them on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Houston Clinic, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and our great friends over at Coca-Cola. We'll be right back after a message.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Welcome back into Red Jacket Field on the campus of Jordan Vocational High School College and Career Academy. We're going to go over some Hardaway keys to the game. 4-5 overall, 1-1 in Region 2A1. They've got a region loss to Columbus and a region win over Kendrick. Non-region wins over Monroe. They swept them in a doubleheader, and Chatco. Remarkable Ruiz, 444 average, 1 home run on the season, and an .889 slugging percentage. Hawks fly, we've already gone over this one. 13 stolen bases a game is their average coming into today. They've got 117 stolen bases over 9 games so far. Amazing stat line. They most likely lead the nation there in stolen bases. And Samuel is not on the mound today, but their leading pitcher, Samuel Bufford, 1-1 with a 2.14 ERA and 25 Ks on this young season. Stepping to the plate for the Red Jackets, Jared Carter. He hammers that one to second base. It's going to be an easy ground ball, fielded, thrown to first for the out. Quick out in the first inning, in the bottom half of the second inning for the Red Jackets. That's going to bring Jason Lee, the Red Jackets' first baseman, to the plate to face Williams. One ball so far for Lee. Lee wearing number 15. He's got the size. 1-1 count. 1-2 count on the Red Jackets' first baseman. One down here in the bottom half of the second. Breaking ball in for strike number 3, and Lee is going to make his way back to the dugout. Caught looking. Coming to the plate for the Red Jackets, the designated hitter, number 14, Colin Scrimpshire. Scrimpshire, another freshman for Jordan. Standing in at the plate, quickly swings and out to an 0-1 count with 2 down here in the bottom half of the second. Red Jackets coming into this game 2-0 in region. And Scrimpshire hammers that one to center field. It is going to be caught for out number 3. And defense has been the story of the last 2 half innings. Jordan getting a quick 3 outs. Hardaway returning the favor. We're going to take a quick break. Y'all keep it right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back into high school baseball here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live on this Tuesday, March 3rd. We're glad you're joining us here for today's game. Region 2A1 game between the Hardaway Hawks visiting the Jordan Red Jackets here on the campus of Jordan High School. Red Jackets in their cardinal carmine color tops, gray numbers, white outline, and white pants. Hardaway in their black on black with Vegas gold trim uniforms. Vegas gold numbers and name. Red Hawk on the right sleeve. And that's going to bring up Anquan Johnson, the second baseman. Squares the bunt and pops it back foul. And that's good for strike number 1 here to start the third inning off for the Red Jackets. Pitcher Bradley Smith on the mound for the Jackets. Had a great second inning. Breaking ball just doesn't break, sails over the head of Jackson to even the count at 1-1. Fastball down the pipe, swung on and missed by Johnson to put Smith ahead in its count 1-2 on the Hardaway second baseman. Jackson turns on that one, drives it down the first base line, and it hooks foul. We'll do the 1-2 count all over again. Red Jackets getting ready to get back to the top of Hardaway's lineup. The dangerous Jacoby Duhart leading off. Jackson, a swing and a miss for out number 1 here in the third inning. Again, Duhart coming to the plate. Duhart is leading Hardaway's team in stolen bases with 23 through 9 games. Actually, 25 now because he stole 2 bases in the first inning, his first trip to the plate in today's game. Pitch comes in low and inside for ball number 1 on Duhart. Fastball fouled off for strike number 1 on Duhart. 1-1 count here. Hardaway with a 2-0 lead over the Red Jackets in this all-important region showdown. Red Jacket corners are in. That ball hooked foul for strike number 2. Duhart obviously quick and was streaking down that line just about the time the ball was fielded beyond the foul line. 1-2 count on Jacoby Duhart. Pitch sails in high for ball number 2, evens it up 2-2. If you're the Red Jackets right now, you want Duhart to go back to the dugout and sit on the bench. You do not want him standing down at first base because if history is any indication, he will be around the bases pretty quickly. The pitch from Smith, breaking ball, comes in. It appears to be just a little high to make this count full for Hawks batter Jacoby Duhart facing Red Jackets pitcher Bradley Smith. Smith gets a sign, rocks, fires, swing and a miss. Duhart retired. For out number 2. In the third inning. Going to bring Keyshawn Neal, the Hawks shortstop, to the plate, wearing number 24. He bunted earlier, moved Duhart from second to third after the first stolen base. That pitch comes in just a little high to start Neal off with a 1-0 count. Outside, 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 count on the Hawks shortstop, Keyshawn Neal. Fastball touched foul. Fastball comes in high to make the count full, 3-2 here on Keshawn Neal. Smith rocks, fires down the middle, and that ball is torched down the first base line. First baseman didn't even have time to react. A 3-2 count here. We'll do it all over again. Bradley Smith looking to get out of this inning, get back into the dugout and grab a bat. Fastball. Dribbler right back to the pitcher. Pitcher makes that underhand toss at first for the third out of the top half of the inning. We're going to take a quick break while Hardaway comes out and gets ready to take the field. And we just want to remind you guys, keep it right here for the duration of the game. Visit our sponsors, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, Houston Sports Clinic, Coca-Cola, and Glenn Smith's Chevrolet GMC. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And welcome back in here to Jordan High School. We're starting the bottom of the third inning. And we're going to start with the number 9 man in the Jordan lineup, the catcher, number 4, Guillermo Romo. This is his first at-bat of the day. And he is standing in with a 2-0 count right now. Swing and a miss from Romo. 2-1 count. Ball in the dirt. 3-1. Romo way ahead right now. Williams delivers a strike on the outside edge of the plate to bring the count full, 3-2 for the Red Jackets catcher Romo. Romo reaches out, gets a tiny piece of that one, fouls it back into the backstop. It's the 9-hole hitter. You'll see the top of Jordan's lineup come up next, which is arguably an experienced deep part of the lineup. And our game camera just was a victim to that foul ball, just knocked sideways. Foul tipped into the mitt for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. That is going to bring up shortstop senior Glenn Edmondson to the plate. Into the left-handed batter's box for the Red Jackets. Edmondson, a dangerous hitter for the Red Jackets. He takes first pitch in for ball number 1. 2-0 count now on Edmondson. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. Foul back into the net. Two count, and Edmondson is sat down caught looking at strike number 3. It's going to bring the freshman second baseman number 11, Gary Wayne Morris, to the plate for the Red Jackets as their last hope here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Morris fouls that one back for strike number 1. Ball sails behind him and gets a piece of Morris. Morris is going to take his place down at first base. Going to bring Brody Catlin, who was intentionally walked during the 1st inning, the 3-hole hitter for the Red Jackets, the only member of the Red Jackets team that has a home run on the season. He's also second on the team in batting average with a .433 average, 16 RBI on the season, and 13 total hits. First pitch comes in for ball number 1. That was a balk called on Williams. That's going to move Gary Wayne Morris up to second base. And they are putting Brody Catlin on base again. Coach Anthony taking the bat out of the slugger's hands. Said he'd rather face the pitcher, Bradley Smith, who's going to settle into the right-handed batter's box. It's odd. Smith actually has the higher batting average on the season. I don't know that he has the power that Catlin has, though. And Smith quickly out to an 0-1 count with 2 down here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Ball way outside. One count here on Bradley Smith. Pickoff attempt to first base, trying to get the big man sleeping. Catlin in by the skin of his teeth, back into first base. He's going to get another gigantic lead. Bradley Smith pops that one foul. I think it is out of play back behind the Red Jackets dugout for strike number 2. 1-2 count here on the Red Jackets pitcher. And that is another balk called on Williams. It's going to move the runners up to second and third for the Red Jackets. So the Red Jackets in position here, scoring position. with their leading batting average standing in the batter's box. He does, however, have 2 strikes on him with a 1-2 count. Let's see what Williams will offer and what Bradley Smith may be able to grab at the plate. The pitch. In for a strike. Breaking ball. Breaks right over the plate, and Smith is struck out. Red Jackets were in great shape there with runners in scoring position. Just needed a little bit of a dink from Bradley Smith. That's going to do it for the 3rd inning. We will be back here in just a moment with the top half of the 4th inning with Hardaway coming to the plate. Keep it right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierras and the all-new, all-electric Sierra EV. Drive home a full-size GMC Sierra with over $14,250 off. Or go electric with up to $10,000 in savings on Sierra EV.
Buy today and you won't pay till May.
People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back into the campus of Jordan Vocational High School College and Career Academy for some Tuesday afternoon baseball between the visiting Hardaway Hawks and the Jordan Red Jackets. I am Ricky Rogers. We are proud to be bringing you this game here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Region foes going at it. There's been a Jordan Hardaway baseball rivalry back as far back as I can remember, dating back to when I was a student here at Jordan. The Hawks are going to start the 4th inning with first baseman Ryan Rodriguez, who is out on a fielder's choice to first base in the 1st inning, making his way back to the plate. Big swing and a miss for Rodriguez to start off in a hole with an 0-1 count. Back my time here, Anthony Dimitri, senior head coach here. Tracy Powell was the head coach at Hardaway. Some great games between Jordan and Hardaway and Columbus over the years. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Anthony Dimitri, senior, of course, we lost him in 2008. His son, Tony Dimitri, took over here as head coach. That is strike number 3 and a quick out for the Hawks with Ryan Rodriguez striking out to start the 4th inning. We tragically lost Coach Dimitri back on January the 24th. He absolutely made a name and a lasting impact here on Jordan as a player, as an athletic director, and as a baseball coach. Very successful time here, and Jordan's current coach, David Lane, was his hand-picked replacement when he took the job at Russell County. 1-1 count now on Gabriel Ruiz, who has had some success at the plate for the Hawks with a .444 average. He swings and misses that one, finds himself in a 1-2 hole really quickly. And strike 3, drop 3rd strike. Catcher makes the tag. He's going to throw it around. And Red Jackets with 2 quick outs here, 2 strikeouts to start the 4th inning. It's going to bring right fielder Tyrus Black to the plate, who struck out in his first at bat. He swung and tipped that one right back into the catcher's glove. And fouled that one back for strike number 2. We've got a 1-2 count now on Black. Ball outside to even the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs on the board here in the top half of the 4th. Bradley Smith looking to get another strikeout on the day. Not quite yet. Brings this count full. Smith already with 10 strikeouts today. And he loses Black, who will take his walk down to first base. Tyrus Black is another threat to run for the Hawks. It's going to bring left fielder Cannon Smith to the plate, who struck out in the second inning. Pickoff move, and he gets him. Red Jackets get out of that inning by beating Hardaway at their own game. Hardaway wants to steal bases. The Red Jackets want to keep him at first. That wraps up the top half of the fourth inning. We're going to the bottom. We'll see you in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Welcome back into Red Jacket Field. See, our field level camera is kind of askewed due to a foul ball that hit the net earlier, so we won't be able to bring you that angle until I can maybe bolt down there and fix the camera. We're going to see Chase Scott, the Red Jackets' third baseman, coming to the plate to start off the bottom half of the fourth inning. Scott with 4 RBI on the season, 4 total hits. He steps into the batter's box, takes ball 1 from Williams. Hawks up 2-0 on the Red Jackets in this Region 2A matchup. Hawks looking to go to 2-1 in region play and to even their record out at 500. To be 5-5 with a win here today. Red Jackets looking to go to 5-6 with a third region win, to put them at 3-0 in region play. 2 balls here on Scott, the Red Jackets' third baseman. He swings and a miss to put the count at 2-1. That one fouled back. 2-2 count now. Batter is out there. Had a little bit of a technical issue with our scoreboard. It should be fixed now so that you guys are able to keep up with the counts for each batter. Red Jackets already with 1 out here in their half of the fourth inning. It's going to bring to the plate Jared Carter, the center fielder, the senior center fielder for the Red Jackets. First pitch from Williams comes in high for ball 1. 1-0 count here on Carter. ball low from Williams. Starting out behind in this count, 2-0 count on Carter. .3-0 count. Gotta wonder if Coach Lane's going to give the green light to the senior here on a 3-0 count. And it doesn't look like he is. That comes in for ball number 4, and Carter is going to take his place down at first base. For first baseman Jason Lee to come up. Lee, a right-hander, looking to do some damage here. And he does. He ribs the ball down the third baseline, past the third baseman. Carter is going to try for 3. Left fielder fields the ball, throws it in, shortstop cuts it off, and Carter slides in safely to put runners at the corners for the Red Jackets. And the designated hitter, Colin Scripshire, coming to the plate, who gave, in his first at bat in the second inning, gave the ball a little bit of a flight to left center. Was ultimately caught by the center fielder, but he showcased a little bit of his ability at the plate to be able to touch the ball. Runners at first and third now for the Red Jackets, with 1 down here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Breaking ball in for strike number 1 on the designated hitter, Scrimpshire, who is hitting for Carson LaMellon today, left fielder. LaMellon, a senior here on the Red Jackets team. Hit batsman. And not sure what happened there. I believe they are going to send the runner back to third base. Not sure what's going on here. Hit batsman. Okay, Scrimshire was not hit by the ball. I'm sorry, that was a balk. So that is why Scott was able to move up. One down, 1 strike on Scrimshire. Check swing. Umpire gives Williams the strike. 0-2 count quickly on Scrimshire. Umpire was not very animated with his movement when he called that balk, so I missed it. Looking down at my scorebook. I'm trying to produce a broadcast, call a game, and do a manual scorebook. Scrimshire saves this at bat by reaching out and just putting a little bit of bat on that ball. He stands in with an 0-2 count here. Facing Hardaway pitcher Jeremy Williams. And he reaches out and pops it. That's going to get over to second base. Fielded by the second baseman, Anquan Jackson, who makes the play to first. It's going to move the runner up, but the Red Jackets down to 2 outs now in the top half of the 4th. Red Jackets finally on the board with 1 run, looking to do a little more damage here with the catcher Guillermo Romo stepping into the batter's box. Count here on the catcher for the Red Jackets, Romo. 2-0 count. Guillermo Romo wearing the number 4. Important number to me, as my son was a catcher here at Jordan, also wore number 4. Graduated in 2021. The 2-0 pitch and a bit high. And Romo way ahead in this count with a 3-0 count. Jeremy Williams on the mound for the Hawks. The pitch in for strike number 1. 3-1 count on Red Jackets catcher Guillermo Romo. And that is a walk for the Red Jackets catcher. That's going to bring senior Glenn Edmondson to the plate. Coach Anthony calling time. He's going to go visit with his pitcher, Williams, to, I guess, discuss strategy as they have worked themselves back into dealing with the top of the Red Jackets lineup. Infielders coming in for the conference with Coach Anthony. Coach Lane meeting with Edmondson down on the third baseline. Coach Philip Clark making his way across to have a say in that conversation as well. Nice crowd here for Jordan. Jordan decided to make today a spirit day. Encourage students to wear red and come and be loud. They were able to gain free entry into today's game if they wore red, and quite a few took them up on that offer. Stands are full. The soccer field out there has a ton of people here. I'm not sure if they are home fans or visiting fans, but busy day here at 3200 Howard Avenue. As I sit atop the field in the Jordan press box, same building that's been here for many, many years. 0-0 count here on leadoff hitter Glenn Edmondson, who strokes one out to right center. Right fielder coming on, and he makes the play to end the threat for the Red Jackets, but not before the Red Jackets get one, making the score 2-1 with Hardaway leading. Thank you again for tuning in, and we're going to take a quick break, let you hear from some of our sponsors. Y'all keep it right here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back into the campus of Jordan High School for Tuesday afternoon baseball here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Hardaway coming to the plate in the top half of the fifth inning. Cannon Smith is going to step back in the box. He was in the box when Tyrus Black was picked off to end the fourth inning. So Smith will take his spot in and face Bradley Smith, the Red Jackets senior pitcher, who delivers the first pitch of the inning in for a ball. Red Jackets trailing by 1 run here. And Smith able to steal a strike there to even the count at 1-1. Ball comes in high. 2-1 count now on the Hardaway left fielder, Cannon Smith. Fouled back to the backstop by Smith to even the count at 2-2. Corner infielders are in for the Red Jackets. Breaking ball delivered high for ball number 3. The count is full now, 3-2. Back to those battles here between Hardaway and Jordan in the late 90s. And that's a strikeout from Bradley Smith. Strikeout number 11 for Red Jacket senior Bradley Smith. It's going to bring Kevin Williams, the catcher, to the plate to face Smith. Fastball outside edge of the plate, delivered for strike 1 on the Hardaway catcher. Breaking ball in for strike number 2. Breaking ball from from Bradley Smith is thrown incredibly well. The ball starts off basically in the back pocket of the batter and works its way back over the plate. And he's had a ton of success with it today. Hardaway players thinking they're about to get hit by the pitch, and ball crosses the plate for a strike. 1-2 count now. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first after the drop, third strike, and Red Jackets in business with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Chances running out for the Red Jackets to grab a hold of the lead in this game. Be heading to the bottom of the 5th after the 3rd out is recorded. High school plays 7 innings. Lights coming on here at Jordan, illuminating this beautiful field that Jordan has. Field was redone in 2017. Smith delivers strike 1 on the pitcher, Jeremy Williams. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Smith in business here. 0-2 count on the Hawks pitcher, Jeremy Williams, who struck out in his first at-bat at the bottom of the 2nd. And strike 3 for strikeout number 12 for Bradley Smith, the Red Jackets pitcher. Keep it right here. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierras and the all-new, all-electric Sierra EV. Drive home a full-size GMC Sierra with over $14,250 off. Or go electric with up to $10,000 in savings on Sierra EV.
Buy today and you won't pay till May.
People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back into the campus of Jordan High School. Hardaway, Jordan, baseball here on a Tuesday afternoon for you. Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to be bringing you this game, this Region 2A1 matchup. Hardaway sitting at 1-1 in region play. Jordan at 2-0, currently tied with Columbus for first place in this region. Hawks being coached by Coach Eric Anthony, 8th season as head coach since he took over in 2019 for Chris Gilstrap. He's compiled a record of 74, 85, and 1. During our media day earlier this season, he made sure to let us know that they lost 12 seniors from last year's team. They lost in the first round of playoffs to Cook County. And he is working hard to establish an identity, and I think stolen bases has become that identity. Swing and a miss from Red Jackets freshman Gary Wayne Morris, who's leading off this inning for the Red Jackets. got a hold of that one, drove it down the third base line. Foul. And is quickly out to an 0-2 count on the freshman second baseman for Jordan. If Morris is able to get on, you're kind of curious to see what Coach Eric Anthony will do with Brody Catlin, the Jackets right fielder, who will be coming to the plate. He's been intentionally walked twice today by Coach Anthony, much to the chagrin of the Jordan crowd, who has let them know they don't appreciate free bags for their big hitter. 0-2 count now with no outs. Catlin was intentionally walked in the first and intentionally walked in the third. And Williams strikes out Gary Wayne Morris. That is the 5th strikeout of the day for Hawks pitcher Jeremy Williams. Brody Catlin steps into the left-handed batter's box. It looks like they're going to pitch to him this time. And he fouls off the first offering from Williams to get out to an 0-1 count now. One down here in the 5th inning. Thank you again for tuning in live on Facebook and YouTube. I want to remind you, if you have not already, like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend about our coverage of high school athletics here in the Chattahoochee Valley. One-two count now on the Red Jackets. Big hitter Brody Catlin, the right fielder. Catlin wearing number 24, lefty, facing the right-handed Jeremy Williams, pitcher for Hardaway. Payoff pitch. Catlin hits it, gets a hold of it. Shortstop giving chase to it, and he misses it. Catlin's going to stand in at first base on the E6. To bring up Red Jackets pitcher Bradley Smith. Smith, entering today's game, was hitting .533. He's been unable to do anything really today with Williams. He walked in the first inning, his first at bat, and struck out in the third inning. He stabs that one. Great play made by Hardaway first baseman Ryan Rodriguez, who dove, came up with the ball, made the heads-up play to throw to second to get Catlin. Bradley Smith will stand at first. And that's going to be the second out of the inning for the Red Jackets. Going to bring up Chase Scott, the third baseman for the Red Jackets, who watches strike one go right past him. Runner Bradley Smith moved up to second base. Breaking ball in for ball number 2. Sorry, ball number 1 on Chase Scott. Sails outside off the plate for ball number 2. 2-1 count now here on Chase Scott. 2 down for the Red Jackets. Runner in scoring position, standing out at second base is Bradley Smith, the pitcher in today's game. You know he wants to help himself out here. Ball foul back for strike number 2. 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Two-two pitch fouled off. Looks like it came off of Scott's foot. But he stays alive here for the Red Jackets. And a swing and a miss gets Scott to end the inning and the threat from the Red Jackets. We're going to the 6th inning here. Hardaway on top, 2-1 over the Red Jackets. Keep it here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Nestled along the Chattahoochee River, City Mills blends historic charm with modern luxury. Stay in boutique-style rooms designed for comfort, just steps away from fine dining at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. If you're planning a celebration, our event center offers stunning river views, elegant spaces, and a brand new riverside tent, perfect for weddings, receptions, and special gatherings, rain or shine. Whether you're here to relax, explore, or create lasting memories, City Mills is where history meets hospitality.
Welcome back into Tuesday Baseball on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We are heading to the 6th inning, top half, where the Red Jackets will see the 9-hole hitter Anquan Jackson, followed by base-stealing threat Jacoby Duhart, who will be followed up by Keyshawn Neal, the shortstop for the Hawks. Jackson squares to bunt, unable to get it back, and strike one now puts Bradley Smith ahead in the count. 0-1 count for the second baseman from Hardaway. Swing and a miss for a strike two. 0-2 count now. 13 strikeouts on the day for Red Jackets pitcher Bradley Smith. And he gets number 14 with Anquan Jackson swinging and missing. That is going to bring up the base-stealing threat, Jacoby Duhart, who leads his team with 23 stolen bags through just 9 games on the season for Hardaway. Smith, rock, fired. Strike number 1 on Duhart. 0-1 count now with 1 down here in the top half of the 6th. Smith deals. Breaking ball inside for strike number 2. Coach Anthony did not like that call as he paces back out of the third base box toward the fence. You got to imagine he wants Duhart on base with the threat that he is with his legs. Maybe to gain a little insurance. Red Jacket infielders are playing him in. The corners are in for the Red Jackets. That ball gets away from Smith, sails outside for ball number 2. 2-2 count now on Duhart. Duhart, the center fielder for the Hawks. Makes a lot of sense. He's fast. You want a guy that can track all of center field from left to right. Breaking ball in for strike number 3, and that is strikeout number 15 on the day for Red Jackets pitcher Bradley Smith. Smith in firm contention for the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. Brings shortstop Keyshawn Neal to the plate for the Hawks, who dribbles one foul down the first base line. And Smith ahead in the count again, 0-1 with 2 down. Keyshawn Neal, .333 batting average coming in today. He can't catch up with that breaking ball delivered by Smith. 0-2 count now. Neal with a .333 average coming into today. Leads the team in RBIs with 7. And 5 hits on the season. He is also a threat to steal with 16 stolen bases. He's second behind Duhart. 1-2 count now. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. Strikeout number 16 for Bradley Smith. That's going to do it for the top half of the 6th inning. Y'all keep it right here as we close out this game between the Jordan Red Jackets and the Hardaway Hawks. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome back into the campus of Jordan Vocational High School, College, and Career Academy, where the Red Jackets are trailing by 1 run in the bottom of the 6th inning to region foe Hardaway. Hardaway, who scored both runs in the top of the 1st inning. Jacoby Duhart was hit by a pitch, made it to first base, and worked his way all the way around the bases. Keyshawn Neal, the 2-hole hitter for the Hawks, accounted for the other run. And the Red Jackets are going to start this inning with Jared Carter at the plate, who hammers the ball deep to center, and it is corralled by Duhart in center field for the Hawks. It's going to bring the Red Jackets first baseman Jason Lee to the plate. Williams rocks, fires. Lee fouls that one down the first base line. First baseman Ryan Rodriguez and pitcher Jeremy Williams collide, and Rodriguez unable to make the play. Strike one on Lee, the first baseman for the Red Jackets. One down here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Red Jackets running out of chances to tie or take the lead in this game over region foe Hardaway. That pitch delivered into the dirt for ball number 1 off the arm of Hawks pitcher Jeremy Williams. 1-1 count with 1 down. Breaking ball comes in for ball number 2 to put Lee ahead in the count, 2-1. Williams, size, gets a sign, delivers. Ball number 3 outside off the edge of the plate. Coach Anthony doesn't appear to have anyone warming up. Excuse me, he does. He has, looks like Bufford warming up, Samuel Bufford. That ball is hit down the third base line. Third baseman is unable to make a play, and Lee arrives safely at first base. Relay throw from the left fielder into second base is good. That will hold Lee at first on a big 6th inning single by the Red Jackets first baseman. It's going to bring designated hitter Colin Scrimpshire to the plate. Actually, we're going to get a courtesy runner for the Red Jackets. Home plate umpire is not going to turn and acknowledge, and I am unable to see the number on that young man's jersey. Pinch runner in for first baseman Jason Lee. Designated hitter Colin Scrimpshire at the plate now, wearing number 14. He's batting for the left fielder Carson LaMellon. And he is out to a 1-0 count now. 2-0 count. And Eric Anthony is going to have a mound visit with Williams. Williams almost looks resigned to the fact that he come all the way off the mound to beat Anthony. Anthony is going to stay with Williams as he makes his way back to the dugout on the third base side. 2 balls, no strikes here on designated hitter Colin Scrimpshire. Scrimpshire has hit the ball both times he's been at the plate, unable to make it to first base, though, with a fly out to center in the second inning. And he hit into the 4-3 out in the fourth inning. That ball comes in inside for ball number 3. 3-1 count now on the designated hitter Scrimpshire for the Red Jackets. Pinch runner down at first base, dancing off the base. I'm honestly shocked he's not been given the green light yet. He's going to move up 90 feet now, though, to second base. Red Jackets in business with runners at first and second, and only 1 out. It's going to bring up Red Jackets catcher Guillermo Romo, wearing number 4. Romo stands in. The pitch from Williams, high for ball 1. And Coach Anthony is going to make his second mound visit, which means Williams is going to come out of the game, and they are going to go to their ace, Samuel Bufford, who leads the team in ERA with a 2.14. He's going to take a few warm-up pitches. We're going to take just a quick break to let you hear from some of our fine sponsors. Huge shout-out to Houston Clinic, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, Coca-Cola, and our friends at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika for being our partners and allowing us to bring you high school athletics from all over the Chattahoochee Valley right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Folks, I just realized my audio has been muted for this big inning for the Red Jackets. Ball comes in 3-1 count now on Catlin. Coach Lane just barks out at Coatland. This is a 3-1 pitch. It better be something you can hit off that school if you're going to swing. Bufford gets a sign, rocks, fires, delivers, ball 4, and the Red Jackets take the lead 3-2 on a base on balls issued to Brody Catlin, the right fielder for the Red Jackets. Scoring on that play was Colin Scrimpshire, I believe. And that is going to bring number 5, the pitcher, Bradley Smith, to the plate, who is looking to do some damage to help himself. He is still in the game for the Red Jackets. 3-2. First pitch delivered from Bufford was a ball. Ball 1, no strikes on Smith, the pitcher. Coach Eric Anthony making his way out to the mound to have a conversation with Bufford, just to calm him down, let him know here what's at stake. Red Jackets looking to move to 3-0 in region play after taking wins over Spencer and Kendrick. Hardaway has taken a win over Kendrick. And a loss to Columbus. Bradley Smith stands in. 1-0 count. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 even count now on Red Jackets pitcher, Bradley Smith. Smith leading his team in batting average coming into today, batting .533. Big swing and a miss for strike number 2. You got to think maybe he's in there thinking he wants to do something big here. In this situation, you just need to put bat on ball and put it somewhere they ain't in the field to plate a runner or two. Smith swings and fouls that one into the backstop. We'll do the 1-2 count again. Red Jacket faithful are being loud and proud here on their home field. Pitch from Bufford off the plate for ball number 2 to even the count. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball high for ball number 3. The count is full now on Red Jackets pitcher Bradley Smith, who's looking to protect the plate here. Bases are full of Red Jackets. Brody Catlin standing at first base. The pitch. Hit by Smith into right field. Right fielder charging and makes the... He dropped it. He dropped it. That's going to plate 2 runs for the Red Jackets. Catlin's going to go into third base. And the Red Jackets have taken a 5-2 lead over the Hardaway Hawks here in this big region game for both teams. Right fielder made a play, had the ball in his glove, I believe, and it dropped. Bradley Smith now standing at second base on the error by right fielder Tyrus Black. Stepping into the box for the Red Jackets, third baseman number 20, Chase Scott. Runner standing at second and third for the Red Jackets. Brody Catlin standing on third base. Bufford deals inside for strike number 1. on Chase Scott. Bufford delivers strike number 2. Swing and a miss from Scott. The ball was on the outside edge of the plate. It was a good pitch. I believe the home plate umpire would have called that a strike had he not swung at it. 1-2 count. Bufford gets a sign. He delivers. Fouled off behind the Red Jackets dugout by third baseman Chase Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a pregame interview with Coach David Lane. We've got some technical difficulties. I've not been able to get that up. Great interview. We will post that with the game. That ball is hit well. Shortstop makes a play, fields it, throws to Rodriguez, and the Hawks are out of the inning. But not before the Red Jackets strike and score 4 to take the 5-2 lead over the Hardaway Hawks. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. The Red Jackets need 3 outs to be 3-0 in region play. Keep it right here for the top of the 7th. I'm Ricky Rogers for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back into the campus of Jordan Vocational High School, College, and Career Academy. The Red Jackets sending pitcher number 5, Bradley Smith, back out onto the bump to try and close this one out. He's looking for a complete game. He's got 16 strikeouts on the day. He's going to face the senior first baseman Ryan Rodriguez, who's made a couple of nice plays in the field today for the Hawks. Rodriguez looking to get on base, coming into today batting .300. And the first pitch from Smith comes in for strike number 1 on Rodriguez. Oh, 1 count. Smith deals. Ball is hit over the shortstop's head into left center field, and Rodriguez is on base for the Hawks. That's going to bring Hawks third baseman Gabriel Ruiz to the plate. Ruiz comes into today batting .444, leading the Hardaway team in batting average. He is going to be looking to try to make some noise with his bat here to get Rodriguez around the bases. Rodriguez actually has 11 stolen bases on this season. Not typical for a first baseman. But Coach Anthony is the Hawks are practicing base stealing every day. And he takes off on that pitch that got away from Romo. And he's going to slide in or roll in to second base safely. Throw from Romo goes a little wide, and second baseman Gary Wayne Morris is there to corral it. Ruiz at the plate now, 1-0 count, facing Red Jackets pitcher Bradley Smith. Smith's offering comes in high to fall behind in the count, 2-0. Red Jackets up by 3 runs, 5-2. Pitch to Ruiz comes in high again. 3-0 count now here on the Hardaway third baseman. Don't see anybody down in the Jordan bullpen warming up. And 4 straight pitches come in for balls to put a runner at first base for the Hawks, and Coach David Lane is going to make his way out to the mound to have a discussion with Smith. Smith, as I stated earlier, has 16 strikeouts on the day. He's had a phenomenal day on the mound. Little rough in the first inning with Duhart hitting him and putting him on base, which then allowed him to steal second. He was bunted over the third by Keyshawn Neal. Then Ryan Rodriguez hit a dribbler out to first base, and Duhart was able to score. Beyond that inning, he has been pretty perfect, except for one walk to Tyrus Black in the fourth inning, who he then promptly picked off at first base. So excluding the first three batters and then this frame here, Smith has had a phenomenal day. Strike one. Runners both going to move up 90 feet. So Hardaway in business with runners at second and third. Check swing, foul on the hitter, Tyrus Black. It's an 0-2 count now on Black. Bradley Smith looking to retire Black for the first out of the inning. Check swing, fouled toward the Jordan dugout. And he struck him out. That's the first out of the inning for the Red Jackets. Looks like Coach Anthony's going to make a substitution. Base runner. He is going to pull Ruiz in, and he's going to send, I don't have a number 5 on their roster. This is left fielder Cannon Williams in to the batter's box to face Smith. Number 5 is Roderick Williams, who's going to take his spot at second base for the Hawks. First pitch from Smith in for ball number 1 on Cannon Smith. Tyrus Black striking out was the 17th strikeout for Bradley Smith today, if my calculations are correct. That one gets away from Smith. In for a ball. 3-0 count now on the Hawks left fielder Cannon Smith. This is not the situation you want to be in if you're the Red Jackets. There's one down. You've got the tying run at the plate right now. A 3-1 count now on Smith. And Smith is going to walk to load the bases. The go-ahead run coming to the plate for the Hawks. And catcher Kevin Williams, who has struck out in both plate appearances today for the Hawks. Strike one delivered from Bradley Smith. 0-1 count now. Smith going to check the runner, Rodriguez, at third base. He promptly walks back off of third base. Strike number 2 from Smith on the Hawks catcher, Kevin Williams. There's one down here. Coach Anthony made it a point to say they would be testing pitchers and getting into the pitchers' heads by being aggressive on the base paths. And that is exactly what Rodriguez is doing. Resulted in an errant throw from Smith to the third baseman, Chase Scott. Rodriguez thought better than to run, though, and took off. That is a strikeout for Bradley Smith, number 18 on the day for Smith. And that is going to bring up the starting pitcher today for the Hawks. Jeremy Williams is coming to the plate. Bases still loaded for the Hawks, down to their final out. And Williams represents the go-ahead run for the Hawks. First pitch from Smith comes in and is a ball. Second pitch comes in, ball high. 2-0 count on Williams. Ball outside. 3-0 count now on Williams. Smith rocks, fires, delivers. Ball. He's going to walk in a run to make this a 5-3 game. That's going to bring Anquan Jackson to the plate. And Red Jackets assistant coach Phil Clark going to make his way out onto the mound to have a discussion with Bradley Smith. Quick discussion. Coach Clark's going to make his way back to the dugout. 5-3 ball game here. Runner still at every base for the Hawks. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Smith trying to get through this inning, get this last out so the Red Jackets can celebrate. First pitch from Smith after the meeting comes in for strike number 1 right down the pipe. Went right at Anquan Jackson, the second baseman for the Hawks, challenging him. Line throws, swing and a miss, strike number 2. Red Jackets just 1 strike away from going to 3-0 in region play off the back of starting pitcher Bradley Smith. Strike number 3, the Red Jackets win 5-3. Bradley Smith with 19 strikeouts on the day. 1-9, folks. That's 19 strikeouts on the day for Red Jackets pitcher Bradley Smith. What an incredible performance by Smith, who ran into a little bit of trouble in the first inning with some of the base stealing from the Hawks. maybe shaking him up a bit, but he came right back, and since that first inning, hasn't had any bit of trouble for the entirety of the game. So it's time to name our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. And if you heard what I just said, there's no doubt in your mind. It's going to number 5, Bradley Smith, the Red Jacket starting pitcher, senior, coming out and doing work today for the Red Jackets. The Red Jackets improved to 5-6 on the season, 3-0 in the region, and dependent upon the Columbus score today, if they played, possibly sole possession of first place in the region. Region 2A won. Hardaway came in, gave them a fight. They worked their tails off and came up a little short in the end, but Coach Eric Anthony and his crew will definitely get back on top of things. Folks, thank you for joining us today for Tuesday Baseball here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. The Red Jacket players are down singing happy birthday to someone there in the stands and celebrating their big win. Thank you again for joining us as Jordan gets the win over Hardaway by a final score of 5-3 here on Georgia-Alabama